Hey guys, after some piston experimentation, I've got for you 10 piston glitches in Minecraft 1.7.4. The first one is a hitbox glitch. So if we set up a 1 clock here, oh what a failure. Triple failure! Right, as you can see there's this random black line that appears behind the piston. It's not even in the block behind, it's sort of halfway between the block behind and the piston block. I have no idea why that happens. I mean, if I cut off the 1 clock, the piston's hitbox returns to the actual hitbox it's meant to be. So the second one is sand behavior. I've got a piston here linked up to a 2 clock, which I shall now activate. And there's a block after the piston, and after that is a massive pillar. I have the pillars just there for me to add sand. And as you can see, it's already derping. I mean, it sometimes blinks on and off. The piston shaft sometimes points downwards. I mean, it's just overall bad. Now if I drop sand down, as you can see, it pushed the sand that time. But that time it destroyed the sand, and it destroyed the sand again. And if I keep going, it will keep destroying the sand. So if I drop another one, it will destroy the sand, and it keeps destroying the sand. It's like it doesn't want to push it anymore. It just destroys it. So the question is, firstly, why did it push the first one? But as you can see, soon enough, it will push it again. So I don't get it. Sometimes it pushes it. There we go, pushed it again. Sometimes it pushes it, but sometimes it breaks the sand, which I think is pretty strange. And on top of that, there's the piston derpy thing. Yeah. So that was a 2 clock. This is a 1 clock. So as you can expect, 1 clocks are going to be worse than 2 clocks because they're faster, so the pistons will mess up more. As you can see, if I fly up and down, the piston block themselves seem to blink on and off, which is really strange. I'm pretty sure that's not meant to happen, and that is a bug slash glitch. This is pretty much a very well-known glitch now. Flick the bottom one, it works, so it powers the block, which powers the piston. But if you flick the top one, and then flick the bottom one, and then flick it back off again, the piston remains in its extended state. And if I flick the top one and toggle the bottom one, toggle on and off the bottom one, then the piston returns back to normal function. But as you can see, it sort of messes up if you power the block diagonal to it, any block diagonal to it. Yeah. And here we have the slab push glitch. It's not really a glitch. It's just derpy Minecraft, to be honest. I just thought I'd include it because it's quite interesting. I've got a nether brick slab here on the bottom half and a sandstone slab on the top half, and they are not connected. I mean, they can't be connected. Yeah. So basically, when you flip the stick piston, you expect the nether brick to slide under, but no. For some reason, it pushes the sandstone, even though they're not connected. So I guess that's just Minecraft being derpy. This is the sand no fall down. This is probably intended, to be honest, but I thought I'd include it. Even though the sand block does fully cover the hole, it doesn't fall down the hole. So even though the full sandstone block, for a tiny bit, is fully over the hole, it doesn't fall, which is, I think, a bit strange. These two are the most interesting and fun. This is a 1 clock here. We've just got a sticky piston and a redstone. If we put a redstone block here, we've got the piston going on a 1 clock. The output, if you want, is just there. So it is fully working. But if we break the redstone block, oh, did what it's meant to do there. Oh, there we go. It shows particles, but the redstone block doesn't actually break. There we go again. It showed particles, but the redstone block is still there, and the proof that it's still there is because the 1 clock's still going. If you punch the side, oh, there we go, it showed 2 particles. If you punch the side, it sometimes works if you get the aim right. There we go, hitbox again. There we go, that worked. Okay, my mouse is just derping. But as you can see, it has some very weird behavior. Like, oh, there's 2! I just duped redstone blocks by breaking one! Cool. Oh wait, no, that's a phantom one, isn't it? So it's not powering the redstone. There we go, it's gone. Well, yeah, that's quite a cool glitch. But this one's cooler because, as you can see, this is exactly the same concept, but moved 1 block down, like the redstone's one in the floor and the piston's on the floor. And we've got an output to the side now. we got the repeater and a redstone. We just break the levers in case it interferes. So we just got a repeater to 1 tick and a redstone running out the side of it. And if you put a redstone block it now, things start majorly going wrong, right? Like, things start majorly going wrong. The piston disappears, the hitboxes are wrong, the redstone block disappears, the redstone block doesn't move, the piston shaft points the wrong way. It's quite a list. But that's not it. Because let's say I run this redstone line back. Right, I'm not doing anything here. All I'm doing is running the redstone line back. And I guarantee you, right, this redstone does not lead anywhere. Like, it does not lead anywhere. There's no sort of tricks in this. There's just a plain line of redstone. And the interesting thing is, when you have a redstone line like that, right, if you put a redstone block there, like, what? I mean, really? The piston doesn't move. It looks like it doesn't move anyway. Like, it moves for like 0 ticks. And then the redstone block moves. I mean, why does it do that? Why does it do that? Well, just because I've added some extra redstone. I've gotcha. It's telekinesis. It's like willing the rest. I've gotcha. I found you out. Oh, yeah, I lied on number 8 and 9. Number 10. This is the most interesting, right? I find this one really interesting. It was just an experiment at first, but I got some pretty interesting results. Right now, I'm just going to mark out a chunk in the map. Because I know redstone, I learned recently, that I knew, that redstone updates chunk by chunk. So if I have redstone across different chunks, it might cause some glitchy behavior, which might explain my experiment over there and why it went wrong, and why it doesn't work and why it's buggy. So I'm just going to label out a chunk here. As you can see, if you find the Z and you go all the way to the right, you see a number going up, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 15, and 0. So that's the new chunk. So this is the border of the current chunk. There we go. Let's just mark out the chunk. So everything in this chunk, all pieces of redstone should update simultaneously, like boom, update, right? So go to the center, do the configuration of 4 pistons, all facing the same block. We'll get some repeater and lead them into the pistons all in 1 tick. And we'll use redstone to link up all of the repeaters. We're going to provide numerous inputs to this, so have some levers, levers running along the outside. So basically, when a lever is toggled, right, everything in the circuit should simultaneously light up, like everything, because redstone has no delay. Repeaters have a delay of 1 tick, right, but redstone has no delay. So basically, technically, theoretically, all of the pistons should extend at the same time. So they should all go boom. But of course that's not going to happen because of what I've done here. Because basically when one piston extends, none of the other pistons can extend because the piston arm is in the way of the extension. So basically when I flick a lever, only one piston can extend. And the interesting thing is, which piston will extend? Because theoretically, all of them should extend like at once. But they can't. So the results are very interesting. So if you power this piston here, this is the closest to that piston, right? It's just 1 redstone and 1 repeater. So if we flick it, then that piston is powered, which is what we expected. I mean, it is sort of logic. I mean, if you look at it, the redstone just goes there, and it sort of powers the repeater, and there we go again. And there we go again. And if you flick the lever directly corresponding to the repeater, it will power that piston. But why does it power that piston and not any other piston? Because theoretically, because redstone has 0 ticks, when you flick the lever, after 0.1 seconds, all of the pistons should push. So why is the one closest to it the one that pushes? So let's go with that theory. It is the one that is closest that pushes, okay? The one that has to travel through least redstone, because that's the logic here, right? I mean, the timing logic doesn't make sense. So we have to go with the distance logic. But we have a loophole to that distance logic. This corner redstone here is the exact same distance. If we power the corner redstone, it is the same distance to this piston here as it is to that piston here. So the question is, which one will push? I mean, there we go. And it is that one. As you can see, it is the one like facing backwards, I guess. Yeah, it is that one there. So if we activate this one, it is longer to that piston there than it is to this piston here. So we should expect that piston there to push, and it does. But if we do it the opposite side, something happens, right? It is still that one. Right. So now our distance theory and our timing theory doesn't work. Our timing theory didn't really work in the first place, but our distance theory has now been messed up because that redstone is definitely closer to this piston, and that result will always show, right? So the one in the corner powers that one, this one powers that one, right? So I'll leave you with that thought today. Why does that, when that lever is toggled, does that one push? Okay, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. See you later.